What is up, guys? Welcome to Diggity, a video game podcast, episode number 95. Pew, 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 pew. Laser fingers. I'm Jeff James, as always with me, the incredible, unobtainable Army Green.
Army Green.
Brody Faults.
OD Green, baby.
OD Green. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. We got new chairs. Look at this.
Yeah.
We've got fancy chairs.
Oh, yeah.
To sit up posteriors.
Goodbye to the very comfy but very worn out couch.
Yeah, it was getting a little ratchet.
It was
beautifully comfy, though, as
was.
any old couch would be. Also beautiful, following us on Instagram and Twitter at Diggity Podcast, and search for us on YouTube. Just put in Diggity, scroll a little, and we're there now. That's right. We have surpassed the SEO of Blackstreet.
Ooh.
Damn. Achieved,
or you can search
dude.
Diggity Gaming and it comes right up.
Right up. Yeah, you could just search Diggity Gaming and it absolutely will just come up. If you're listening to the audio podcast for the first time, whether on iTunes, Google Podcasts, I guess Apple Podcasts now, not iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, wherever, subscribe so you get the new hotness twice a week from us.
Hotness.
Woo, hot and ready. Fresh. Nope, can't say that. Gonna get sued. Oh, shit. All right, what'd you play this weekend?
Fire Emblem, again, because that game is forever long, but I love the shit out of it. And Grand Theft Auto Online. We jumped back into that. Broke the cycle of never-ending Overwatch and Rocket League for a week.
We broke the seal.
Broke the seal. Oh no. Yeah, we played quite a bit of GTA Online.
Yeah, man.
A whole lot of gambling.
A whole lot of waiting for load screens.
That's right.
Hey.
A whole lot of load screens.
We hit up the blackjack tables. It was great. I'm pretty sure Craig lost money. He thinks he won money. I think he lost more than he won.
Absolutely. Because that's how gambling works.
Yeah, Craig did not math on that one.
No.
For me, I played a little bit of GTA, obviously, with you guys. With Ethan, Craig. There you go. There's Ethan's first shout out, I guess.
I think it's the second.
What?
Yeah. I shouted him out
should have never gave it to him.
episodes ago.
Should have never gave it to him.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Oh, damn. Yeah, played GTA. Still playing a little bit of Dr. Mario. Toilet Time. That's right. That's not the title of the video game. That's when I play it. And
Dr. Mario Toilet Time.
Yeah. And
I didn't quite catch that.
Damn it, Siri.
and I also got into a little bit of Overwatch still. Played around, played a match. Brody didn't like it. Brody's upset.
You're addicted to an abusive relationship.
It's so good of a game.
It hurts so good.
Damn, dude.
All right, so upcoming games, August 14th, No Man's Sky.
Dude, you just fucking jumped right into that. So smooth.
I know.
You just went, all
Look at
right,
that
so
shit.
upcoming games.
Yeah.
Wow, we're
It was
professional
smooth
now.
until you went and messed that
I
up.
know, I'm sorry.
So August 14th, No Man's Sky Beyond DLC is coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One. August 16th, Emma, Lost in Memories is coming to PC. Zeus Begins is coming to PC.
Sweet.
August 20th, Rad is coming to PC,
Totally
PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. And Remnant from the Ashes is coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Awesome. Well, got you matched. There's new NES games coming to Nintendo Switch Online starting August 21st. You got Kung Fu Heroes. and so bad.
That was terrible.
And Vice Project Doom. So hit those up.
Yeah, I never played either of those games. We're really digging in the bottom of the barrel here. So there will be no preload for Borderlands 3 through the Epic Games Store. This has been confirmed by Tim Sweeney. This is an issue.
Oh, this is just a little quick. This is a little quick
It's
tidbit
just
right
a little
before the
quick
news.
thing, yeah. But considering that Borderlands is only coming to PC through the Epic Game Store right now, a lot of people that play on PC are a little upset about this because that's a lot of time of downloading a game before you can actually play it.
What if their servers go down?
I almost guarantee it.
Well, don't guarantee it.
I can almost guarantee it.
There we go.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. I was going to say legally don't do that.
No. You're going to like the way the servers go down. I guarantee it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, why wouldn't they do that? Why would they?
I don't
Maybe
know.
piracy.
Yeah, I guess. But
Someone could leak it out and put it on Pirate Bay or something like that.
could. It's going to happen regardless, so.
This is true. I mean, it's one way or the other. All right, let's jump into the news. Plants vs. Zombies, Welcome to the Neighborhood, or Neighborville, sorry, leaked. I said neighborhood because Neighborville makes no sense to me. A trailer for the next iteration of Garden Warfare has been leaked, which has now been taken down due to a copyright claim by EA. Good old EA.
That went down real fast.
Yeah. According to the user who leaked the video, which won't be named due to the NDA and copyright issues surrounding all of this, legal jargon, the game will be coming to Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and this could easily change at any time, though. So we had something, we lost it, and we're not quite sure.
The big thing is that supposedly this dude went into the code and found that there is Switch files. So the big thing is that it may be coming to Switch. EA also pretty much hates the Switch, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't bank on it. I don't know. They just
Why
they
do they
just
not
don't-
want to make money?
I don't.
I feel like a lot of their games are great for it. Peggle.
They put
There's
FIFA
a
on
Peggle
there
plug.
and it's okay. I mean, they haven't had a whole lot of luck.
Do they just not like the fact of the overhead to it because you've got, I mean, Xbox and PlayStation to develop for? I mean, they aren't similar, but you can make, they fit, they intertwine. You can sync your teams to it. But I feel
Right.
like Switch would be, I haven't developed for Switch, but I feel like Switch would be just as any other Nintendo console would be a little bit of a headache.
There was an article not too long ago about EA and why they don't put things on Switch. I didn't read into it too much because it was very vague. It was an interview, and it was like, oh, we basically just don't see any value in developing for the Switch. That's pretty much all it came down to. So
Damn.
but yeah, if this does come to Switch, I think that would be a smart move because this is kind of a game that is.
Yeah.
While adults can play it, but it's
Kids,
also
bro.
perfect for kids.
Yeah.
And so on a Nintendo console, I feel like it would be
A no-brainer.
no-brainer for sure.
Right.
So
Huh.
I know my kids would be pumped about it. They play 1 and 2 on the Xbox now, but on the Switch, that'd be great.
Weird.
Maybe not tie up my Xbox all the time.
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding. So
You just look at me like,
well, I thought you were gonna say
Alright.
something. You were staring intently into my eyes, and I didn't like it.
Uh-oh, I'm like, drama.
Quantic Dream. Nah, they play during the day. I'm not here anyway. So Quantic Dream might be becoming a multi-platform developer. So Quantic Dream, the company behind Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit Become Human, have been heavily associated with Sony for over a decade now, but are looking to expand their horizons. It is important to note that the company has never been a Sony first-party studio, and that they have recently taken an investment from NetEase, which could easily open the door to developing for multiple platforms. The 3 titles I just mentioned, which were Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit Become Human, have actually been released on PC now, which is kind of the first step in, obviously bringing their games to other platforms rather than just the PlayStation. Quantic Dreams plans to become a boutique publisher, which they told Dual Shockers in a recent interview. They continued to say Quantic Dream felt there was room for a new publisher that would have an ethical approach, offering fair deals and not taking ownership of IP. As far as the deal with NetEase, Quantic Dream says they understood the ambition we had for the studio, and we felt there was some very interesting strategic synergies between our companies. They were very clear that there is no bad blood between the studio and Sony. So basically, they want to make more money, is what I'm gathering.
Yeah, and bring some good games to different
Which,
platforms.
I mean, they make some pretty awesome single-player games, so bringing those to Xbox and PC, I think that's a fantastic move. As we've discussed before, Xbox is struggling a wee bit in the extensive single-player games. So
For now.
Yeah, for now. Hopefully with all the acquisitions they've been making, that changes, but at the same time, more third-party developers bringing more single-player games to the console, or even multiplayer games, is always a good thing.
That'd be great.
Hell yeah.
Sweet. SNES for Nintendo Switch may be getting closer. An FCC filing for Nintendo Switch SNES controller has been found by users on Resetera.
Reset era.
Oh my gosh.
I think you did that last time I did.
I've
put
been
Reset
on
Era
that
in
site
too.
numerous times too. Dude, why? Reset error. Despite photos of the new controller being marked as confidential until next year, the controller does not appear to have a rail to attach the controller to the Switch like the previously released NES controller, but it does seem to have the ZL and ZR buttons. Ooh.
I want SNES games. Damn it, Nintendo.
Yeah, I want SNES games too. Really
I've wanted
bad.
this for a long time.
NES games are fine, like once you start getting like Super Mario Brothers and all that kind of stuff. But once you're not, I mean,
that first batch that they released were really about all of them that I cared about.
I mean, I don't really give a shit about Kung Fu Heroes.
No,
that's why I went ho about it just to spice it up a bit. Other than that, I really don't care.
No,
that's crazy.
No. Yeah, I think this is something that Nintendo absolutely needs to jump onto.
You know, it's crazy.
It's been long. It's so long.
You know,
so long.
You know what's crazy?
What?
What?
Tell
bro?
me, Jeff.
The when they announced that kind of stuff, right, with the Switch, they showed off the NES controller. Everyone was like shitting their pants about it. Like, oh my gosh, I got to get me one of these. I have to get me one of these.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit now.
No.
Do you think they'll give a shit about the SNES
controller? It's a novelty
controller?
item. I mean,
Do you think they'll be like, oh my god, SNES controller.
I would actually be more on board with an SNES controller. Just because I would actually probably play the SNES games.
Fun fact.
Versus the NES.
Funfetti.
Yeah.
My most hated controller. Not my most hated controller.
The SNES, really?
It's one of my least favorite controllers.
It's not extremely comfortable, but
no.
I've also spent a lot of time playing on one. So
yeah.
Versus the NES controller.
One was a brick, one was a kidney bean, and one was just some fucked up sex toy. The N64 controller.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Messed up.
It was terrible. So Xbox Game Pass is dramatically helping indie developers. According to Descenders developer Mike Rose, sales have quadrupled due to the exposure that Game Pass gives. So Mike Rose told Game Industry, sounded like bullshit, right? Weirdly, it's true. It surprised me. I like the way this guy does this, huh? Being on Xbox Game Pass means that you basically have constant featuring on Xbox. Your game is on the dashboard all the time. People are seeing your game every day, and because of that, during launch month, our Xbox sales... that's a weird sentence. Sorry. We didn't do any discounts or anything. Quadrupled and have now settled to be about 3 times as much before. It's essentially an advert, a straight up advert. And now Xbox is asking, can we feature Descenders in more of the Xbox Game Pass advertising? Yes, you can. Of course you fucking can.
That guy's awesome, dude. I'd love to have this guy
Hell
on the show
yeah.
sometime.
This is something we talked about a while back because there was a statement from Phil Spencer saying that, Xbox Game Pass was actually promoting more sales.
And people were like, that's too PR-y.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
it's like, it's coming from Microsoft. Of course they're going to say that. But hearing it actually from indie developers is awesome. And it almost seems counterintuitive because you think about how Game Pass is. I mean,
no, you just get $9.91.
Right.
Yeah.
But what the big thing is you're getting other people to buy it by word of mouth because
it's just
so many
out
more
there.
people are trying it.
Right, yeah.
And or even, some people try it and then maybe they get rid of Game Pass, but they're like, man, I really like
think
Descenders.
about it, right? Instead of being just in the store and then searched for,
yeah,
right? Or having to go into the store and you being like one of the hero images, right? On the main screen in the store, you're literally in there for your thing turned off.
Yes,
your screen. While he does that, you're literally. I mean, you have an advertisement for as long as you're within Game Pass, whatever. Oh no, you moved the screen.
I didn't move the screen.
Yes, you did.
Jesus Christ.
I love it. That's gonna be on. I'm keeping that on. I love it. I love it.
I don't know how I did it.
But anyways, I mean, you have an advertisement for as long as you're on Xbox Game Pass. How many Xbox have been sold now? What was the last number we reported on this show? Quickly, know your numbers.
I was thinking it was like 64 million. Don't hurt me.
I mean, if that's whatever.
Let's say
there's 70 million. Okay.
Yeah.
70 million people have the ability to see your game.
That's right. That's a lot.
70 million people have the ability to see your game better than they could searching you or just going through the store or hearing about you on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you said, it seems counterintuitive, but I mean, it's just there.
Especially for indie developers. I mean, it is hard to stand out in a sea of indie developers.
Oh
I mean, just putting stuff out. I mean, that's why we do Diggity Radar, right? I mean, we want to put a spotlight on one indie developer and one indie game just for a month. I mean, It's the least we can do. That's what we cover. We cover video games, and so being able to do that for one company, even if it isn't a huge impact, I mean, it's still something. And
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I mean, this is awesome. I played Descenders actually, and it's a lot of fun. It's really, really fun.
Maybe I'll have to do a Let's Play sometime.
Yeah, I think it's single player, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's fine.
still.
We'll just blast down mountains and
Sweet.
break bones.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Minecraft Super Duper Graphics Pack is never coming. Ever.
That's right.
So, fuck your dreams.
Oh.
The Super Duper Graphics Pack was originally announced at E3 2017, and it was recently announced that development on the ambitious project has now ceased. The devs released an update on the project early this week stating, we realize this is disappointing to some of you. There was a lot of enthusiasm for Super Duper from inside and outside the studio, but unfortunately we aren't happy with how the pack performed across devices. For this reason, we're stopping development on the pack and looking into other ways for you to experience Minecraft with a new look. Minecraft is available on a wide range of platforms, and we're constantly trying to make the most of the technical architecture of each one. We'll be able to share more on that subject very soon. You know what I think they're going to do? I think they're going to do, like, themed shit.
Which they already do.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be
More.
more like, this is a bad example, but Tron. And it's just a bunch of glowing fucking bricks.
Yeah.
And
Which,
you make,
I mean,
different
they have,
things.
like, Halo now. They have
Yeah.
Nintendo. I mean, they've done a lot of those themes. I understand they're trying to keep Minecraft alive. And honestly, it's still doing very well.
If you want this, too, go. There's some great mods.
Yeah, if you play on PC,
yeah,
you
you
mod
can
the
get
hell
this,
out of
dude.
it. Yeah. But this is there were a lot of people that were excited about this, and this is kind of a big letdown. I mean, you figure they announced it at E3 2 years ago.
So you think it would come out?
What's that?
And that's what I'm saying.
I mean, you would think if you're
you
going
wouldn't
to
waste your
announce
E3
something
time,
like
yeah.
that, right? Especially from a game that already exists. Like if it was just a like Scalebound, for example,
Yeah.
that was a game that was announced by Microsoft and just got shit canned, right?
You know what probably happened, right?
What?
This probably didn't run well on a Switch.
Oh, I'm sure it didn't. Which and that I in a way I can appreciate that because they are trying to keep it the same across all platforms, but at the same
Just
time,
release it.
yeah, just release it, put it on PC, put it on Xbox, put it on, PlayStation, but
I think most people would have an Xbox and a PS4 anyway.
there's certain compromises to owning a
Switch.
Switch, and people that play on multiple platforms know this because you can't get the same graphic quality that you can on on Xbox One X
Right.
or the PlayStation 4 Pro, or I mean definitely not PC. I mean PC is a whole nother animal there,
Master
but it's
Race.
right. But yeah, I think this is kind of a bummer and not something that is very good by any means. It's not a good look to announce something and then be like, well, I mean, we
Psych.
can't do it. So
Super duper disappointment.
super duper disappointment. So there's more G2A drama. Charlie Cleveland, the game director and founder of Unknown Worlds, took to Twitter to call out G2A on their offer to pay 10 times the revenue lost amid the recent controversy over the shady practices in which G2A acquires and sells keys. So he tweeted, "Hey, at G2A _com. Sorry. Thank you for offering to pay 10 times the revenue lost due to our natural selection 2 game keys sold on your shady platform. You now owe us $300,000. Thanks." He also tagged Mike Rose in the tweet, who had publicly told fans of Descenders to pirate the game rather than to buy it from G2A. He also linked to GamesIndustry.biz article that covered G2A's proposal to build a key blocking tool to allow developers to specify keys that they do not want sold on G2A's website, such
All of
as
them.
giveaway codes, yeah, all of them, or review copies and the such. G2A asked for 100 developers to register by August 15th to justify dumping money into developing the system, but the proposal only brought 19 studios to support the idea. Cleveland also linked a photo of some text to further expand upon his point. Let me bring that up here because I couldn't link it in our show notes.
That's fine. That is so bullshit, dude. With the 100 studios to come on board. I mean, they wouldn't have done it anyways.
Yeah.
That's just a dick
Yeah,
move by
there's no
G2A.
way. So I don't know where this was posted. It's just a screenshot that looks like it was posted on a forum somewhere. But it says G2A is a gross company. It's a load of crap that this tool would be expensive to develop. It's also suspect how they are pushing the names of developers who don't want their games to be sold on their service. It's almost like they want blowback from players who don't understand. I have to scroll all sorts of weird shadiness of their service and be encouraged to review bomb these developers. It's also terrible to put the impetus on developers to have
shaking your foot.
Yeah, I do that.
Knocking your mic.
I'm not even touching my mic. You're on drugs. Impetus on developers to take action with G2A to get this proposal moving in the first place, while G2A profits off gray market sales and credit card fraud. Mike Rose is right. It is better for players to pirate than buy a key off of G2A. We paid $30,000 to deal with credit card chargebacks because of G2A, and then that's written about here, and that's a Engadget.com article. So G2A, if you really want to put your money where your mouth is, you will now pay us, Unknown Worlds, $300,000. And then he proceeded to link to G2A's own article about how they would pay back. Calling them out. I don't know if they're going to do anything about it. They haven't proven to be a very great company. They're pretty shady and pretty all the way around shitty.
I mean, hopefully they just die off soon. I doubt it, because there's people out there that keep buying keys there.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that.
Well, some people don't give a fuck about the developers either. They just want cheap keys.
Well, I also think there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right. I mean, absolutely. But at the same time, like, personally, I would never buy anything from G2A because I actually care about these developers and I don't want to see them tank. But not that one person's enough to make a difference. But if you don't do anything about it, nobody else is either. So
yeah,
it's one of those things that this is all sorts of shitty, and G2A really just needs to go out of business. But also, Unknown Worlds is not the only studio taking up G2A on this offer either. The developers of Factorio have also reached out to G2A for payment for chargebacks and have yet to receive compensation.
Oh, dude, chargebacks are the worst too.
Oh, it's
there's nothing you can do about it. It's like $12 or $13 to the company every single time, even if they don't pay it back.
Right. It's terrible.
Ugh.
Terrible. This is all sorts of messed up, man. This G2A thing is just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse, and it's going to snowball, and eventually this company is going to have to go under. It's the only way for this to stop.
Maybe. I would just want the government to step in and shut them down.
Yeah.
Pull their shit.
I really don't care what causes it. I just don't want them to be around
really,
anymore.
this is complete. It's complete piracy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when a developer says they would rather have you pirate a game than buy it from them,
company,
yeah, I mean that's pretty terrible.
It blows. Hopefully the FBI can step in or something like that.
Yeah.
Swatting sucks. Kyle Bugha Giersdorf, the winner of the Fortnite World Cup for solos, has been victim of swatting while streaming. So that's awesome. The civilization we live in is great. For those who don't know, swatting is the act of calling in a fake crime to the police to get them to respond to someone's house. It is called swatting because sometimes the fake crime may be serious enough that the SWAT team show up, such as a bomb threat and such. This awful practice has actually gotten some people killed. While streaming, Giersdorf's father pulled him from a game due to armed police being at the front door. Luckily, no one was hurt in the situation, which Giersdorf credits to knowing one of the responding officers. So literally, I mean, why do people fucking do this other than to be dicks? 100%.
That's
to be
why.
Dicks.
Because they're dicks. The internet is such a terrible place because being able to be anonymous is just terrible.
There's nothing that justifies it, but previous people in the past have at least, I mean, they've said something shitty to somebody. They've done something shitty, right?
Yeah.
And it's resulted in someone sending shit there.
It could have been.
This is a kid.
Yeah.
This isn't even an adult yet.
Yeah.
Not that matters, but
he's what, 15 or 16?
16 years old, I believe.
I mean, what was it? 2 weeks ago, he won $3 million. So it could have been somebody either from that tournament that was pretty shitty about it, or it could be some random person that just is pissed off a 16-year-old.
From a stream, yeah.
A 16-year-old won $3 million, and he pissed off about it, so they swatted him. It's just one of those things, like, I don't understand, it's so fucked up. And the problem is, like, you got to figure, like, you're calling a SWAT team in. These guys are thinking there's a fucking bomb in here or some sort of, a terrorist threat.
It's also a federal crime to call the fucking police
absolutely.
and a bomb threat when it's not.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. But what I'm saying is people have been killed because these
Yeah.
guys are terrified. They're running into a situation thinking there is someone who wants to blow something up or
and
kill
they might
people.
kill them, yeah.
Right. So these guys are going in, I mean, absolutely just terrified, finger on the trigger, ready to shoot if they need to, and that's how people die because people make sudden movements, they freak out, things like that. And we just covered one it was a while ago.
A while back, yeah.
Yeah, but it was about a settlement of this dude finally got prison time for the swatting call that got at least one person killed, if not two. I can't remember how that all went down. It's been so long ago.
My God.
But this was from like 2017, and it just finally
and it just went through a great justice system.
It's just people who swat other people are shitty human beings. Absolutely, there's no way around it.
No, it is.
You are putting other people in danger over a fucking video
and
game.
you're putting your own life in danger too,
Yeah.
because you're literally gonna. I mean, well, not your life, but your future at risk because they're gonna find you.
And you're going to prison for a very, very long time.
Very long time. Good God, dude.
Hopefully, life. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's horrendous.
So Bandai Namco is investigating a potential bomb threat, which is another shitty thing.
Yeah, great.
The potential bomb threat was aimed at the U.S. office in Santa Clara, California. Due to this being an ongoing investigation, Bandai Namco cannot really comment on the situation, but they did say, we can't provide any comment regarding the validity of the threat as there is an ongoing investigation in progress. We can say that all our employees are safe and that we will be doing everything in our power to safeguard the well-being of our employees. This news comes from IGN acting on a anonymous tip, apparently. So they reached out to Bandai Namco, and that statement that I just read is actually from IGN. According to IGN, they also reached out to the Santa Clara Police Department, but they were told that the local department had yet to be alerted to the threat,
So maybe
which
it's
I am
fake.
Given the response from Bandai Namco, I wonder if this is a general response that the police department gave because they can't comment because it's an ongoing investigation.
Yeah.
So, given what Bandai Namco said, I think it is probably a valid thing. That statement was probably, and again, it was
Could
a
have
bomb
possibly
threat.
some validity. Yeah.
Right. This threat comes on the heels of another threat that was made at Twitch's San Francisco headquarters on August 7th, and this case included a potential shooter. This is pretty fucked up, and on top of that, this is coming a week and a half after some pretty awful events.
The 7th was that was right
that
after.
was pretty close.
It was
Yeah.
right after when
That
those terrible shootings happened. Yeah.
And I do not. Aside from the fact that it's a terrible thing, why Bandai Namco? Bandai Namco. That's a random ass company to be targeted for something like this.
Same with Twitch.
And then the Twitch thing, I don't know. I wonder if that's some backlash from all the ninja stuff and the porn that's being advertised. You hear about that?
What?
Yeah. They basically throw in adverts that are like a porn video that show up on random Twitch streamers' accounts, and
What?
they can't clear it. I shit you not.
They can't clear it. What do you mean?
They can't get rid of that advert or that advertised video. They cannot get rid of it.
Oh, the
Twitch
streamer.
streamer,
The-
right,
okay.
right. So
Like, what
for
the
whatever
fuck?
reason, Twitch could definitely do it, but they aren't.
Get rid of that.
So I don't know if that's actually.
Is it like a it's like what, like a Overwatch porn parody thing?
I think it's just straight up porn. I don't think it's
Why
even
would they-
video game
really?
porn. I don't know. I don't know why it's there. I don't know. Yeah, it's
Someone must pay big bucks.
Yeah,
Twitch
well,
isn't
and
doing
they
anything about it.
one of them that showed up on Ninja's account, and that's part of I think why he was out. I mean, it tarnishes his whole name and brand basically.
Yeah, he
to an
also got
extent.
a
I mean, I know
shit
he
ton of
can't do
money.
anything about it, but he has a ton of kids that come to his profile or to his streams
Hold
and
on,
things.
hold on, hold on. So this shit was airing to just anybody's profile? This wasn't like age locked? Like it doesn't go if user is over 18?
I've
It
just
has
seen.
to be.
It's
gotta be.
Who-
Well, how many kids lie?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
how many times did you lie to
How
get
many-
into a
how
website
many
you weren't
streams
supposed to be
could
on?
You really access
Are
on
you
Twitch?
18?
Yeah.
Click OK if you are. Yeah.
Count on your
Sure
fingers.
thing, boss
How
man.
old do I have to be 18?
Right. Yeah. So
That's wild.
that is wild. But yeah, I 2 threats like that in 1 week is just absolutely crazy. This is
I feel like
out of
that's
control.
I feel like maybe they're real, but I feel like they're fake. I feel like
Oh,
it's
I'm
someone
sure.
being
I
a
mean-
dick calling and just doing this shit.
yeah, absolutely.
spook
But
them.
they still have to treat it like it is a real threat.
Oh, for
I
sure.
mean, because
Because
Right.
technically it is.
yeah,
If there's like another one that happens or whatever this week or next week,
yeah.
these starts then you'll
I
know.
I wonder if it's, the same person or not. Somebody just fucking with major companies. I mean, Bandai Namco. The
God.
most random company to do it to.
That stuff
but
costs
whatever.
so much money too. You imagine
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Bandai Namco had to shut down for a day.
Yeah.
All those employees a day,
Yep.
and
Not to
then
mention the amount of
all
money for
added security now too.
for police to be out there and
Yeah, so then
investigate
taxpayer
everything.
dollars. Yeah.
Yep, taxpayer dollars down the drain. It's just somebody or people in general are fucking assholes. And when you can be anonymous like that and make calls and things,
Ugh.
it's terrible. Like that's the worst part about the internet because you get the keyboard commandos that want to talk a bunch of shit on the internet and do this and that. And it's like if you were out in public and you saw one of these people and they came up to you, they would never say that kind of stuff because
No.
once you're in front of a person, it's a whole nother ball game. But when you can hide behind a computer monitor and just talk all sorts of shit, people feel invincible, and they'll do stupid stuff like this, like swatting
yeah.
and calling.
And usually, man,
and
it's
bomb
pretty young
threats and-
kids. It's not.
Oh yeah,
And they don't know. The problem is too is that people joke around about this shit
yeah,
online,
right.
and it just ends up being a trend. Like the swatting it's disgusting, but I mean, what, like 2 years ago maybe?
Yeah.
It was almost a trend.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
it was happening all the time.
Most people's streams.
Yeah,
Like it was crazy, or the police were being called and then calling those places or whatever for just dumb shit, or people
Right.
were trying to dox people at their work and all that kind of stuff. It's. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we give too much attention sometimes to that kind of stuff collectively as a community, and it ends up, I think, making young kids think that they can
yeah.
do these things
Well, and on top of that,
and get away with them.
we were talking about before the show a fairly, I guess, popular / controversial podcaster and YouTuber is
Yeah, Colin Moriarty. We can
Yeah.
say his name.
yeah. He has been doxxed now, and his family.
Friends, family,
Like he had to cancel a whole
series.
channel or a whole series that he does due to threats to his family and himself, and that's just absolutely terrible. All over some content that this dude puts out. He's not hurting anyone, whether you disagree with his beliefs or not. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't get to threaten the dude's life. Like,
It's also free speech.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if you want to call the guy a dick, you have the right to call the guy a
yeah,
dick.
call him a dick and
Just
move on.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't like what he has to say, don't watch him. Go to
I
somebody
know,
else's channel.
It drives me nuts when
It's-
people. He shouldn't be on here. Just move on, bro.
Yeah,
Just
it's
move
not
on.
a big deal. There's a whole lot of people on
Jesus.
YouTube, a whole lot of people that make podcasts. There's a whole lot of every corner of beliefs that you could
Yeah.
possibly have. There is something for you. If
Yeah.
you don't want to agree with Colin Moriarty, fucking move on.
Yeah.
Do something else.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And I mean, that's not our support to him. I mean,
No.
we're just null on the whole thing, honestly.
Yeah,
But I mean, like Brody said, there's shit. There's people that open up fucking Kinder Egg surprises as a
Right.
channel on YouTube. There's shit everywhere.
yeah, absolutely.
There's a woman who opens things with her feet on YouTube. All right.
Yeah. There's
Weird.
Spoon Lady. You want to go
There's
check out Spoon Lady?
Yeah.
You want to hear
Last
somebody make
podcast.
music with spoons?
Yep.
It's there.
Good Lord. Well, guys, this podcast takes time, effort, and some money to make. So if you want to support us, head on over to patreon.com/Diggity Podcast and become a patron over there. You can also support us by heading on over to audibletrial.com/Diggity to get your free trial and free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/diggity. You can actually try it, and if you don't like it, I found this out. You can actually cancel it, and you still keep the audiobook.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
There's a ton of titles to choose from. Everything for your iPhone, your Android, your Kindle, your MP3 player, iPad, wherever you pretty much want to view or listen on, you can. I think Alexa reads it now to you, which is awesome, which is great. So, I mean, it's on pretty much every device, and I use it. It's a fantastic service. It's a great way to digest books in a hectic schedule, which I just don't want to read. Point blank. Point blank. Why? Me.
Turns out Jeff can't actually read.
How come? Don't want to. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Diggity Podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search for Diggity or Diggity Gaming. You can find me on Xbox One. My username is Maple Jeff.
Mine is Luscious Brody. And on PlayStation, Wolverine's cousin.
Woo-hoo. Leave us a review, guys. Whether it be a comment on YouTube or a review on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify, it gets us showcased on those platforms. Is kind of how that thing works. And also on top of that, your feedback that you leave helps us make the show better each and every single time. So with that, guys, until next time, we will see you for the Friday show. See ya.
Reggie, bring me this in the yes.